Thank you everybody for coming. I don't tend to do the whole walk off stage and then walk back on stage thing. I like to stay out here with you guys and tell you a little bit about the music that you're going to hear. I'll just say thank you all for coming. I want to give a big thanks to these guys for all their wonderful work on that piece. Flutists were very lucky in that Mozart was commissioned to write a whole set of flute pieces when he was about 20 years old. And so that's what led to the 2 flute concerti, to these, there's a set of quartets that this comes from, and then another piece called the Andante in C that we have. So we have this wonderful wealth of music from Mozart that we probably wouldn't have had otherwise. It was rumored that he didn't really like the flute that much. So there you have it. The next piece on the program, if you'd seen in the advertising that I was playing music by Bach, I had you fooled. It's not the one that we all know, Johann Sebastian Bach, but his son, CPE Bach, who wrote this next piece. CPE Bach, Carl Philipp Emanuel, he went by Emanuel, he straddled the Baroque and the classical era. And so by the time the classical era was in full swing, the composers that we know, Haydn and Mozart, and then the young Beethoven, Emanuel Bach was sort of the leader in his field. In fact, Mozart was known to have referred to him as, he is the father, we are the children. He was very well respected and admired. He obviously learned a lot about composition from his father. And this solo sonata is one of several works that he wrote for the flute. Having said it's the only one that's solo. The others are for flute and keyboard, or flute within chamber music. And so this one is in 3 movements. And while they come from the sonata tradition, these particular movements strike me similar to what we would get out of the Baroque era where we had dance suites. And so there's a liveliness to the 2 allegro movements that come in the 2nd and 3rd movements of the piece that is just a little bit, almost less serious, I would say, than what you might think of a sonata. Having said that, the first movement is just glorious, melodic, definitely falling into that high, serious classical music. So I hope you enjoy.